Welcome back to part 2 of our RZR build, where with the help of SuperATV, I'm looking to transform our base RZR 800 into a RZR S competitor. If you missed part 1, let me bring you up to speed. We started with a base 800 RZR and stripped everything suspension related off the vehicle, including A-arms, sway bars, disc brakes with spindles, shocks, axles, and the front steering components right down to the rack and pinion. Our goal is to show you that you can pretty easily transform a RZR 800 into a RZR S, and that you're not only going to be using quality components, but you're also going to replace many wearable parts that'll break down on your current ride. Last week we were able to reinstall the factory bushings into the A-arms, install all 8 upper and lower A-arms, replace the new Rhino axles, build back up the spindles and disc brakes, as well as install the lengthened brake lines, front steering assembly, and finally finish up with the new shocks, which bring us to where we are today. I've already bled all 4 brakes, I've aligned the front wheels and adjusted the tie rods, and now I have to put those wheels back on. Then I get to go out and have some fun. While we aren't known for using stock wheels and tires, and there will likely be another few upgrades performed on this vehicle, we wanted to get a feel for what it has to offer in stock form. With the wheels and tires installed, I was able to take this out and really put it through its paces. Now, because we chose to use the SuperATV high clearance kit, it means that we're not only going to be wider in width, but we're also going to be higher up off the ground with ground clearance. And yes, the difference is significant. Ground clearance is not just a benefit for getting through rutted mud holes or cruising over trail debris. It's the abuse that the underside of your vehicle will be spared from that truly benefits you, making your vehicle last longer and significantly reducing the wear and tear on your factory skid plates and the frame. While the ground clearance is harder to notice from the inside of the RZR, the width is not. This is a difference that you're going to feel instantaneously. Honestly, I mean, it's amazing just how different this vehicle feels. The width makes this RZR handle like a RZR should. It's wide, it's stable, it inspires confidence in every corner, and keeps the inside wheel planted when getting aggressive. The removal of the front sway bar does allow for a little bit more front end roll, but the included beefy rear sway bar we installed keeps the rear end linked up and constantly tracking where you expect it to. So what about the included shocks? Well, let me tell you this, I think you're nuts if you don't spend the extra $100 it costs to buy the 4 set of shocks for this entire rig. You gotta pay $100 to get a special bracket to use your stock steel body cheap shocks, so why wouldn't you do this for $100? These are threaded preload adjustable, they're rebuildable, and they are infinitely better than stock. Sure, it's a lesser known brand. It's easy to harp on a lesser known brand, but honestly people, $100 for 4 shocks? The threaded preload means I can get the ride right where I want it, front and rear. And because they are rebuildable, you can actually get years of enjoyment out of them. The actual compliance of the suspension is plush, plush, and plush. It soaks up everything the trail sends its way, and even when we took it out to the track to get some air under the wheels, was happy to fly steady, straight, and with confidence. And part of that mid-flight fun may be directly related to the fact that we spec'd this kit out with a longer wheelbase. Yeah, that's right. As part of the options you have when ordering your SuperATV Plus 5 kit, you can choose to stick with your stock wheelbase or increase it by 1.5 inches. We opted for the longer rig, as it'll help keep the RZR flat in the air, and we like getting our RZRs out for a flight or two. At this point of our build, I realize a couple of things. 1, you don't always have to trade in your vehicle to get exactly what you want. And 2, SuperATV doesn't just build a super high quality components list into their wide arm kit, but they offer things like extended wheelbase and high clearance that make it truly customizable to you.
If you enjoyed this video, post a comment and let us know what you think. Then, click this link to subscribe and that link for more great videos from DirtTrax TV.